and welcome to another Monday morning, or Monday afternoon, if we're going to be specific. Another lunchtime Monday, talking about some great social media tips and advice for you all. So today, I'm going to be talking about why your business should be on Facebook. And I'm specifically talking today, I wanted to specifically focus on why business-to-business companies, so businesses who primarily provide products and services to other businesses, should be on Facebook. Again, this is there's a common misconception these days that if you're a B2B business, Facebook is not the place to be. However, I could quite just prove you wrong. Throughout this live stream, I'm going to be going through some reasons why your business should be on Facebook, why I believe your business should be on Facebook, and some of the benefits that it can provide that actually, do you know what, loads of people don't actually know about. Facebook business pages are vast, and last year Facebook announced that its platform, its business, Facebook as the brand, was only developed by 2%. 2%. They have phenomenal plans for that social media platform. And if you are not on Facebook, you're missing out on all the new tools and things that they're bringing in to help businesses progress and promote themselves. And I'm not just talking about advertising. That's one element. I'm talking about organic reach as well. So I'm going to be going through a number of elements that will really help B2B businesses on Facebook. Okay. So as usual, if you're watching, please give us a wave, give us a shout, do post in the chat and say hi. If you've got any questions as we're going along, just type it in the chat, whether you're watching on YouTube, whether you're watching in my group, just type any questions in the chat, because it is quite a contentious issue, this one. You know, you've got to think carefully about, you know, what the benefits are to you as a business. So, oh, hi, Amanda. Nice to see you. Thanks for saying hello. Welcome again to another Monday morning. Okay. So, Facebook for business. When I launched, I'm a B2B business. I provide training to other businesses on how to get the best out of social media. And the first platform I actually launched on was Facebook. And everyone was like, why do Facebook? You know what to start with LinkedIn? And no, Facebook, because actually my target market at the time was small businesses, new businesses that were looking to set up. Ultimately, a lot of businesses that set up, particularly new businesses, start on Facebook because they're already familiar with the platform. I knew they were already familiar with the platform. They were using Facebook socially, and that's why they did a lot of chatting and a lot of research. So I built my business from first initially launching on Facebook. So for my target market, for an element of my business, particularly for workshops and things, Facebook is where I get the majority of my business through. Whereas if I'm looking at LinkedIn, I have a different target market on LinkedIn, and I will target that more specifically. I will go in, if I know a particular business that I want to talk to, I'll go in with a specific business in mind. With Facebook, I use a slightly different strategy. And again, it depends on my target market and my objectives, which is why it's important to have really clear objectives. So Facebook, we all know it as a social media platform. It's sociable, people go on it in their leisure time to have fun, to look to see what friends and family are doing. So if you are a business and have a business page and you are just posting sales posts on your business page, then yeah, it's not going to work. The strategy we need to have is have a think about, if we are posting on our Facebook page content that has got to be fun, helpful, interesting. You've got to think about your customer and what they might want to see, because you've got to interrupt them from their social time. So it's a different strategy to LinkedIn. LinkedIn, they're going on there with their business heads on. Facebook, they're not. They're going on there with their social heads on. And to bombard them with sales posts of things they think they don't need yet, then you're going to put them off. So the strategy when you've got a business Facebook page is to go in there, be fun, be helpful, provide interesting comments and conversations that meet and are aligned with your business mission, your business objectives. So, for example, when I go on there, my content is slightly different to LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I'm a bit more corporate, a bit more straight to the point. This is what I offer. With Facebook, I like to have a bit of a conversation with people. Facebook audiences are really receptive to having a bit of a chat under your posts. The conversion rates from visibility to the number of people that comment on your posts on Facebook on my profiles and my client profiles are much higher than the visibility you get on LinkedIn and the number of comments you get on LinkedIn. So it's a fantastic platform for actually getting customer feedback. If you want to post, do a little poll on there. You can do polls, so you can say, do you like this? A better or B better? Again, it's quite fun. You can click A or B and set it up really quickly and simply to get customer feedback. Now, you can't do that on LinkedIn. You'd ask the question. So again, it's all about thinking about that content, because you're right if you're thinking it's not relevant for B2B and all you want to do is sell your stuff. But if you are looking to actually interact with your audience, that's where the value really comes in. Oh, hi, Esther. Thanks for saying hello. Again, if anyone else is on the chat, please say hi. Please type in the comments. It's always great to hear from you. Okay, so some of the features, let me just run through some of the features that we've got on there that are fantastic for business, and this is any business. So one, my top priority, which I always bang on about, I apologise, is reviews. So one, you've got your reviews. You have got a review section there where customers can leave you a review. And unlike LinkedIn, when they leave you a recommendation on LinkedIn, you can choose to accept it or not. On Facebook, that's it. That review, you can't delete it. You can't remove it. You can switch your reviews off, but don't ever do that, because that makes your business look a bit dodgy. Makes it look as though you've got loads of bad reviews. But those reviews are completely impartial. So remember that if you've got great reviews on Facebook, oh my goodness, you've got to really, make the most of them, promote them, use them in your marketing material. It's public information. People have left you that review. You can use that in your marketing material. If somebody's left you a review, then their friends and family that jump onto your Facebook page may see that review and go, oh, well, my mate Mary, she's left a review. They must be brilliant. They must be good. I'm definitely going to use this company. And it doesn't matter whether you're selling to the consumer or selling to businesses. It's exactly the same. And you can share links to all your reviews in all your marketing material. That is such a valuable tool on Facebook. The other thing as well that you can do is you can list your services. So it works a bit like a mini website. You can list your services or list your products. So you can list your services and list your products. Now, you used to be able to list your products, but they didn't put a link in through to your shopping cart, but that's changed now. You can list products and services and put a link through right to your website, right to your shopping cart, however your business functions, and get people buying directly through from Facebook. Now, this is really, really good because you've got a link, you've got more traffic, you're taking traffic Facebook through to your website if that's what you want. So it's a fantastic referral tool through that way. And the other thing that you've got as well as businesses, which I use all the time, is I run a lot of training workshops. So I've got training workshops coming up on Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram, and I can advertise those workshops. Well, just post them. I just add them to my Facebook page, and then I can invite people to then come to this event. Now, anyone that clicks, yes, I'm going to this event, this workshop, this seminar, whatever you've got, yes, I'm going, it leaves a little notification to all their friends to say, oh, Mary's coming to this event. You might be interested in it too. So it's that cross promotion. Again, adding your events on is really, really valuable. So we can list our services, we can add our events, jobs. We can now list jobs on Facebook. And again, this is something that we've always thought, well, that's kind of LinkedIn. But no, Facebook are developing more and more tools. They are constantly competing with the other social media platforms. They are constantly adding new functions and tools. So you can now list jobs. So you can list jobs on Facebook, and because it's quite a relatively new tool, it's getting quite a lot of prominence. So you might see popping up in your newsfeed these days, oh, so-and-so has got a job coming up, so-and-so has got a job. Well, now you can list them on your Facebook page. So absolutely fantastic for businesses, B2B businesses, that, you know, if you want to recruit. And again, it doesn't cost you any money. Obviously, LinkedIn, you can do that as well. You can pay on LinkedIn to list your jobs, or you can post your jobs. But again, Facebook will be putting more time and effort into the jobs tool because it is, and it will compete with LinkedIn. They're constantly competing. Now, LinkedIn, that's an interesting one, isn't it? If you look at LinkedIn, it is the top platform for B2B, for going out there and identifying customers. So a lot of people say. But it depends on your objective and why you're on Facebook. LinkedIn business pages get so little visibility compared to Facebook business pages. So if you've got a LinkedIn business page and you post content on it, if you then post content on your LinkedIn personal profile, you get much more visibility. So I always advise anyone on LinkedIn to post on their personal profiles, because you get much more visibility. You've got much better return on investment. Now, the thing about LinkedIn is that if you've got a company with a number of staff and you're training them up to use their LinkedIn profiles, the minute they leave your company, you've lost all the connections you've made. So it's very, very difficult to maintain that visibility. You're constantly having to do training and teach staff how to use LinkedIn in a certain way. Whereas on Facebook, you can just add them on admins to your Facebook page if you need help with content. Or even better, you can just ask your staff to engage with your content to give you a bigger reach. You haven't got that risk of losing all those connections that you had from a member of staff who was really active on LinkedIn. So again, you know, your pages on Facebook do get more visibility. Now, yes, in the last 2 years, organic reach, that free visibility on Facebook, has dramatically declined. And a lot of businesses have moved away. Now, it has dramatically declined for those businesses that haven't changed their strategy on Facebook. So although reach has declined on Facebook dramatically, if you're using the right strategy and you're posting the right content that's fun, helpful, interesting and engaging, those businesses that are doing that and have changed their strategy are getting a huge amount of success on there. It also has, you've got groups now. Groups went through quite a big change this year. You now can join groups on Facebook as a business. So you always could only join groups as an individual. But now you can join groups on Facebook as a business, and there are a plethora of business groups out there, business growth groups, small business support groups, particular industry groups. There are thousands on there. And I would challenge you to be able to not find a group that relates to your industry. There are loads, because now groups on Facebook are getting so much visibility, so much traction, and anyone who's interacting with that group, Facebook is really promoting groups. So again, for any business that's offering support services to other business, it's a fantastic tool. For any business that is offering help, support, advice, tips and knowledge, groups are definitely the way to go. Much more effective than LinkedIn groups. LinkedIn groups at the moment, they are changing slightly, but LinkedIn groups at the moment don't get that as much visibility as Facebook groups. It's also got the most intensive's the wrong word, sorry. It's got the most comprehensive analytics out of all the social media platforms. There are analytics on everything. So if you love data and if you want to prove that Facebook is the place to be, oh my goodness, trial it for a few months, and look at the data that you get. It'll tell you how many visits you've had, how many impressions, how many people have clicked on your post, how many people have clicked through to your website, how many people have visited your page. It will tell you the percentage of male to females that are on your page, the age that you are, where they are located. You can go through and look at every individual that's ever liked your page. There are so many analytics. It compares you to how you're performing to other business pages in your sector. It will give you analytics on events, the events that you're running, your shop store, everything. It's got some fantastic analytics on there. So for any business, if you are looking to use Facebook, the analytics are there. They can give you the response as to how well you are doing. And it is one of my favorite platforms for data because I love data. Okay, so we've talked about analytics, and the other thing then obviously is advertising. If you want to, I've talked about all this stuff that I've talked about to now is free. It's all free. You can use it. You don't have to spend a penny on creating this. Obviously, the time is spent in your time to pulling your profiles together, but you don't have to spend a penny. Excuse me, sneeze. Sorry about that. So yes, it's all there for free. But if you did want to advertise, then the advertising platform is on there. And oh my goodness, it is the most comprehensive advertising platform certainly that I've come across. It has more targeting options than Google, and it is certainly much more comprehensive than advertising on the likes of Twitter and LinkedIn, for example. So you can really drill down to, say, if I wanted to target this Mary that I keep referring to, who is a made-up person. Say if I wanted to target Mary, who is in Warrington, in WA, 2 postcode, who was a mother of a child aged 18, who had a baby, who worked in a particular sector, who likes dogs but doesn't like horses. You can literally go into that amount of detail into your advertising, and you can analyze one advertising message against 10 different images to see which image gets you the best return on investment. So not only can you drill down into the audience, you can drill down to that. So Facebook, even if you're B2B, maybe you're not getting much organic reach on your Facebook page, the advertising is by far the most competitive and cost-effective advertising platform at the moment. Touch wood, as long as you know what you're doing. I don't mean boosting posts, by the way, either, because boosting posts is a waste of money. So, please don't boost posts. That is a waste of money. So all in all, there's all these features on there. Oh, and advertising as well. Obviously, Facebook owns Instagram. It owns WhatsApp. You can advertise on all those platforms as well through the Facebook platform. So all in all, there are some fantastic opportunities on Facebook as a B2B business. There are so many tools on there that really will help to increase your reach. And Facebook is continually trying to help you if you are using all these different tools that it's providing. It gives you a bit of Facebook love the more tools you use. But again, if you're still not sure if it's for you, please do leave me a comments, leave some comments underneath. Let me know what your experience has been on Facebook as a B2B business. And if you're really struggling and don't really know where to start, then I've got a workshop coming up next week in Warrington, if you're based in Warrington. And if you're not based in Warrington, I've got an online course as well, which will take you through everything I've talked today, apart from advertising. This is purely about organic reach, the free stuff. But I've got an online course you can work through and basically create this sort of success that some B2B businesses are having on Facebook. So again, if you've got any questions, type them in the chat now before we sign off. I hope you have found that useful. If you're watching on YouTube, please do subscribe to my channel where I live stream every week. And also for those that are in Facebook group, I also post lots of video tutorials on how to do specific things. So I think last week's video that I'll be uploading will be the new events option on LinkedIn. You can now post events on LinkedIn. Again, it's a new tool. I'm still not sure about what sort of visibility and how good it is at the moment, but check out my YouTube channel, Social Media Executive on YouTube, and there I will post a link on exactly how you set up an event on LinkedIn. So again, hope you've enjoyed it. Oh, I've got a question from Alex. Okay, so she's asked if Facebook ads has more benefits than boosting. The positives of advertising regarding boosting versus Facebook ads platform. So yes, again, that's a good idea for a live stream. Basically, when you boost a post, it only takes a very small element of what's available on the actual advertising platform. So when you boost a post, Facebook cleverly boosts your post to people who are likely to engage on that post, so that it looks like your ad has been quite popular. Obviously, boosting posts is a lot easier than doing Facebook ads. Therefore, to boost a post is quite quickly, and it's quite quick. And therefore, when you get the results back, it looks like it's been quite successful because you've had lots of engagement on it. But Facebook's quite savvy in that it sends it to people who it knows will like and comment, because Facebook knows people who like and comment. It won't necessarily send it to your ideal audience who are likely to buy from you. So that's the difference. It's got very limited search options compared to the actual ads platform. So your return on investment is much lower. So that's a very sort of quick one, but thanks for that question. That was a great question, Alice. Okay, so if no one else has got any more questions from today's live stream, please do share any questions in the chat afterwards. I'm happy to answer them, and I'd love to know how you find Facebook as a B2B business. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again next week at 12:30. See you later. Bye.